Yo, okay. Oh my god, this game is so loud. Okay, anyways, what is up? Can I turn this down? Jesus Christ. Okay, sorry. So today we're playing a game called What Remains of Edith Finch. Never heard about it ever before or seen anything about it, except I just had it for a long time and I was like, why not play it? So that's what I'm doing today, and I don't know what it's about, but it's like a horror puzzle thing, like a mystery thing. I think I try to figure out what happens to Edith Finch. Oh no, we're Edith Finch, sorry. We're trying to figure out what happened to our family, because our family died except us, and we're trying to figure out why and stuff. So that's pretty much what this game's about, I guess, but yeah, oh my god. Can I change the sensitivity, please? Tell me I can change the sensitivity, please. Oh my god, normal, inverted, no. Vertical. No. No, I cannot change this. Oh my god. What am I doing?
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
So I said, can I, it's not letting me change the, okay. Oh, I could zoom in, yes. So.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Cool. No, that's great. Look at these flowers. So this game came out in like 2017, so it's pretty old.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
That's not good. Hot from my nose. Yep.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
But so far, I'd say, dude, this water's so damn loud. This game looks
In her
pretty
will,
nice.
my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Yeah, interrupt me one more time.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Oh my god, this game is irritating. Okay, we already have a split pad. This is not good. Okay, let's go up. I think we'll find, we'll find more up here. Hold on, let me, how do I, oh. Okay, I was checking something,
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Cool. But, I don't know, I'm saying. Deer. Oh. No, you didn't see me. Stop. Oh. Just, okay. It just ran through the wall. Oh, that's cool.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Makes sense. Oh.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Hold on. Oh, never mind. Okay. Dude, this music is so loud. Oh my god. Missing. So many missing.
As a child, The house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Okay. It's kind of like, looks like the Hello Neighbor house, honestly. It's like just weird.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Okay, well, let's go in.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Oh. Yep. I mean, this game looks pretty nice. This is the PS4 version. There isn't a PS5 one, but I think it looks pretty good. We have a chair on the ground. Cool. This is where I get stuck for the next hour trying to figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to do. There isn't a sprint button either. That's... oh god. Maybe it's the garage key. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So, buttons wise, I can only zoom in, open up this thing, the options menu, and that's pretty much it. Is it this door? What is happening? Oh.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Yeah, because you're smaller. Yeah, makes sense. Ooh, a saw. Clean brush. Okay. So...
For the first time in years...
Jesus. It's January 2010? Or is that when this happened? Oh, look, there's Edith, which is us. And that's our family.
I felt like I was home.
I think we're Edith. I don't know. Probably because you are home.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
I was gonna say, you have lots of takeout.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Okay, wait, this door is locked. This is the front door. But we're not gonna open it, because we're smart, remember that. Yeah, we're pretty smart. Box.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Huh. Oh, we got some creepy music playing in the background.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Yep. Okay. So far...
After Louis started working at the cannery, we all got pretty sick of salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Well, rest in peace, because there's no way that cat's alive after years. Oh, can I ride this? Oh, I always wanted to ride one of these. Even though it's really slow and boring. Pacific Coast Seafood.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Wow.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh! It unlocked a book.
Turns out, My mom was really good at keeping secrets.
What am I? Oh.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Okay.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Cat.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
I know another word for cat.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
This looks like a bedroom.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Jellyfish.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Oh, so this is a pretty good view. There's a cut-off starfish. Oh, okay.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh my god, we're not eating this gerbil.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
What? Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, we can eat the fish. What's its name? Don't care. Eat.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Oh, who gives a shit about Christopher? Just eat him. Okay. Don't worry. Bathroom.
I kept eating and eating.
Don't eat. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want you to eat that.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Why? What? That's how you...
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
No, you're not eating that bird. Also, you're gonna eat all this stuff and then you're gonna get high and then you're gonna die, okay? So you need to stop.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh, boo-hoo.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
And then you fell.
And
Oh.
suddenly, I was a cat.
That was the next thing I was thinking of. But how do I jump? Oh.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna...
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Oh, I think you're tripping from all that stuff you just ate. Oh God. Okay. Well, how do I get up there? Okay, I'm ready. Very angelic, is that the word? Just what is happening? How do I? Oh, wait, I can jump down here. Go back over here. Sure, I can't jump that. The roof. No. Dude, I don't. Why am I a cat? What is this? The Finches. Dude. How do I get over there? Oh. Jump.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Yeah. Oh.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
What is wrong with this kid?
I gobbled her up.
Oh.
And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to look for the bird? Oh, the grass.
Rabbits.
What? I don't see. Oh, rabbit. Go down. Down, 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 down. No, no. Yes.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Bigger? But what if I just die? Oh. You can't die.
A mama rabbit.
Where? Oh.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What? What? Okay. Yeah, no, I get it.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Yep.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Yeah. Oh my God, what the hell is this?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Okay.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
What the fuck?
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
This game is really dark.
Belly with a rusty razor, belly with a rusty razor.
Jesus Christ.
last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
We're so many. Oh,
I
we're still a
slithered onto
monster.
the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
We're gonna find some alligators or something. Okay, we're in a bathroom.
I got closer and closer.
To what? Where am I? What?
All of my stomach started growling.
Oh.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Okay. Okay. What the hell was that? No, okay, you know what? This...
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
No. Considering she ate, like, toothpaste, some rusty old gerbil
I can't
food.
describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
I don't... Oh my god. Open it.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Oh. Cool. Now I want to leave. How do I leave?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Tragedy strikes. Finch families. Celebration. Sweden flag. I think. I don't. Probably. Okay. What? This is...
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Oh, that's... Okay.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
What?
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. His wife, Ingeborg, and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay, so... have some history.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, what am I supposed to do?
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Frog. Duck. Okay.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Pink bathroom. Wow. So astonishing. And I'm stuck in here. Okay, wow. Maybe
It was a
something
pretty
here.
big trace.
Okay. Why does the dialogue just not play until I walk over here for the second time? It's a multi-use key. Cool.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Ooh. Calvin Finch, born April 25th, 1550, died September 23rd, 1951. What? No, that's not right. I'm not reading that right. No way.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
See, no, it's gonna cut me off, isn't it? Once I start to talk, yeah, right, or not. But so basically, it's just saying a lot of random stuff that I don't really get. Not sure if I'm supposed to get it either. So yeah. United States. I can't read that.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Oh, this is a cool.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Wait, I've seen TikToks about this. You like swing and then you go like upside down and stuff, right? How do I need momentum?
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
It's a different game. But oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. Wow, we're just really swinging here, yeah. Am I just supposed to let it go? I'm so confused. Oh, I have to use
At
both
Barbara's funeral,
sticks.
we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh no. Yeah. Fly, aren't we?
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Yo. One more time.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh, come
That's
on.
what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
That was cool. I don't know why the fuck Molly's one was so weird, but that was cool. 1959. He lived for 11 years. Damn, that's sad.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Oh. Makes sense. Oh, and of course we're not going through the door. We're gonna go outside, or wherever this is. Book. Lever.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Wait, what's over here? Why is there alcohol in here if this is for kids? Okay, I think somebody else's thing is in here. Let's do this first.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Oh. She's a...
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Ooh.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention
Whoops.
was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Michael Myers music.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh no. This has just turned into an FPS game.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer,
Enemy.
Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
What? Oh. Punch bag. Yeah, like that.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick.
I keep pressing the...
I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh, I got the music again. Oh, I thought we had to climb the ladder. Ah. Get at the skeleton. Ah. Oh no, that's so scary.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
It's gonna be
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Kick him. Yeah.
And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
The window.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
So I like this. Is pretty cool. How it's set up like this. I was gonna be gone.
Had vanished.
No.
She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Stupid chair. Oh. Okay. Really help if there's a strip on this one.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous.
Die. Oh.
And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
Nope.
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear.
What?
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Okay.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
So we need Edie, Sam, Walter, Gregory, Gus, Milton, Don, Sanjay, I think, and Lewis, and then we're done. So we're doing pretty well. And of course I can't use the door, because I have to... Oh, Jesus Christ.
I guess
So-
now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah, now we know how to get to the basements. It's up here.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay, well, we're going to the basement. Why am I going so damn slow? Light switch? No. Oh, we have a pool table. We also got cleaning solution. My favorite.
Mom said the basement was off
Then-
limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Sven is not a character. Okay.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding
Dory's probably
presents.
here.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Oh.
If there's
Yeah,
a
the
pattern in all
bunker.
these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
So he was hiding down here with all this stuff. And here's the story.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30?
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Why does he put that back up if he knows it's gonna fall?
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
April 1776.
And then one day, everything just
March 2005.
stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
We're going
I
back
have
up.
to leave. Well, I still can.
Or not? What are we doing? Are we opening this? Why am I so damn tall? Also, I cannot leave. Oh, I guess we're going down. We're bending? No, I'm not gonna. Not funny. Not sure. Oh, it's a tunnel system. Okay.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
What's its?
Whatever killed Barbara
Barbara.
and Molly
Molly.
and Calvin.
Calvin. Wait, what's down here? Nothing. Okay. Such hammer. Let's break through this wall.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
So true.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day.
So true.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Wait, he... Okay.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
No, okay, that's just... sad.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Why don't you just use the ladder? Yeah.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never
didn't.
told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Yeah. Oh, what just
Now
happened?
that there's only one of us left. Or maybe 2. I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. and found out what happened to everyone else.
Well, so far we need, oh, Sven. Sven's one, I think. I don't know what that means, because there's like the on the tree, and then there's like a leaf one. But then you have, we need Lewis, Milton, Gus, Dawn, Gregory, Sam, and Edie.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh, this is so sad. Also, how did this happen? Erosion?
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
I don't know. I didn't know this was going to be sad.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Hey, don't think about it like that.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Why are you talking like third person to yourself?
And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Are you stop breaking the fourth wall?
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Yeah. I still haven't got a single trophy on this game yet.
That history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
This house is big. We have to get up there. How? Where do I go? Over here. Going to the treehouse. Yo.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Dude, this game is
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
This game is so damn sad. What the hell?
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Zoe, Coco, Tucker, Charlie, Daisy, Lucy, Derby Jr., Burpee, Chirpy. Okay, those all just rhyme. Zerby, Lurpy, Furpy. Bailey, that's definitely a dog. Schlazzy, Oliver, Bob, Christopher. Shadow, where's Molly, the cats? Isn't that what that was? Or was it, no, it's a dog. Lucy.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Walter, Barbara, all these are the people. Isn't this us? No, that's Edie. Who are we? Edith, we're Edith. Edith. Molly, all the cats. Lived a mere 10 years. I mean, is that really? I think that's a good amount of time. I don't really know.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Oh, can we light these?
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
There's something over there. Oh, okay.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
The house.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Wait, so if everyone died here, who made these
She
graves?
lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
2002. Okay.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Well, that's the mystery part of it, I guess.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
You're pregnant, right? Oh my god. Of course you are. Jesus Christ.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Bear. What do you mean by intense? What kitty cat? Oh, he played the guitar, I see. K. I don't know what K is, but...
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Okay, that's... Oh, he was in the Marines. Oh.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Yes, sir.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
What?
Sorry. Jesus.
It's too early, Dad.
What am I supposed to be looking at? The gun? Propane?
Okay. Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Language.
Did you want to get a picture of me or what?
Where? Oh.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
I mean, it's just gonna be
You're right,
pretty
Dad.
far.
It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
get all the awesome pictures. Oh. Not sure what I'm supposed to be capturing. What's that? I don't know. Well, that's cool.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. Dad!
Good eyes, Don.
Oh, dear. Look up.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Where?
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do it. Great shot, Don!
Oh, I don't. Okay. Oh.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Oh, I'm playing him. Controlling him.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh.
Of all
What
these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Really? Okay. Anyways. Okay, Eli, we got Sven, we got Sunday, we got Dawn, Gus, Gregory, Milton, Lewis. Okay, we got this. Okay. Close the book. So, where to next? Not out the door, which is what we should be using to exit the room. Of course, of course, of course. I feel like we're gonna fall to the ceiling.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Yeah, I could tell. I mean, there's just been a bunch of loss. Gregory. Oh. Did he? Okay, you know, never mind.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
And they said, "Oh, control the frog."
Bath time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello?
Bath time.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Bum. Me too. Oh.
What his world was like.
Maybe I
He reminded me so much of Calvin.
Yeah.
Lost in his imagination. I know how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy.
Oh.
But I can feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
I wish you could have told us.
Yeah.
About the world he saw.
Oh wait, it's gonna overflow.
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything.
Whoa, this is cool.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Oh, he drowned. Oh, no.
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. This is... Oh, there's a stripper pole. Oh, never mind. That was a joke. Oh, just gotta let out the mood a little bit after that one.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Oh, I like
I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2 brothers.
Why did I just do that? Oh.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I remember.
Husband and wife. Make his bride.
Oh, they're getting married.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to
Come here.
But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh. What? This kid's a crazy. This kid's crazy, but what?
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Yeah. Sorry, right. Oh, letters.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
It's like a poem. I wish that.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Oh, we are in fact not okay.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Okay. Door. No. Where do we go? Hold on. Wait, I don't think I go back. No. Let's go up here. This game's only I looked it up, it's only 2 hours long. I might be able to finish it today. We'll see though.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay is her dad.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Okay.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Yeah.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, variety.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday.
Oh, wait.
When Edie gave him a castle.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Go here first. I need a key, I think. Or not. Is that a... No, Milton. Milfum.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
The flip book. alcohol. Makes a door, goes through it. Oh. Wow.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
That's his story. He painted a door, and he's gone. Just like that.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Okay. Let's go up here.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Okay, that's a dead end. Oh, this would be like such a cool place to like live. You could go all the way up here and just relax. Like, look at this. Like, this is awesome. This reminds me of like
Louis's
the Adventure
room
Time
smelled
house
very,
with the bow on
very
top
familiar.
of the treehouse.
That part of him lived on.
Who's this Louis? It's not about Louis. Or Dawn, sorry, whatever. Does it really matter? There's just so many people in this house, bro.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
What am I doing? Fish.
He kept working at the cannery.
Oh, why can't it?
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small.
Try and do this while doing the fish. Oh,
Imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats.
Multitask.
And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
Yeah, because
I spoke with his boss.
Chopped off his hand.
But he said Louis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Louis. So I let him go on.
Yeah. Oh.
I even encouraged him.
That's not very
It seemed
safe.
very promising at first.
But it's not safe.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
This guy.
on the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Well, obvious.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh, we're just doing it. Okay.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
What if I grab her and then cut? No. Wait, no. Too far.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
handsome queen.
The queen was on her own quest for
sinister serpents.
Sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her
electric sitar.
Electric sitar.
That is.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
God. Right?
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
And we don't don't cut fish anymore. Let's go. Or what is that? It's like a Nintendo thing, like a Nintendo system. 389 Storecrop Avenue. Oh, it's the take-up thing.
Began to forget the world we know.
Oh, wait.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
It's just like, but we're just looking at ourselves in the third person while in a fantasy that he thinks is more real than himself.
He began
right?
to despise the man with a royal contempt.
That's.
I still thought I could save him.
Wait, no, I'm gonna die.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Oh,
the palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
It's so loud.
Bend down his head.
Okay, that's not. Okay, well, I guess every story ends with something like this.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Jesus Christ, oh my God. Do they all have to be so, like, fatal?
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Now we just have Sanjay, the dad, Don, Kay, Sven, and Idai. We're getting there, Definitely. I swear to God, I've heard that door opening sound before. Like in Hello Neighbor.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Jesus Christ, this thing's huge.
I wish we'd stayed.
Same,
but I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
To teach and to learn 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. Okay.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Oh, this is where we stayed. The very top of the... I don't know where I'm going. Okay.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Oh, imagine living all the way up here. That'd be awesome. tell our story?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Ooh. Let's listen in on that. Or not, okay.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
That's a
When
fire
my mom
hazard.
said the library,
What?
I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Like, is
Or
that not a
that
fire
Edie had a
hazard?
key to it.
Okay. Whatever.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Damn. What is she afraid of?
Dear Edith, there's
The
so
grandmother
many
story.
stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Going to
There'd
the
been an
house.
earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They
Isn't that-
called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
Doesn't that have a specific
God, it
name?
smelled
Earthquake
awful.
in the ocean?
You know, I've seen
No,
that house every day of my life.
Wow.
But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
What?
I started seeing things.
Dear.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Of course.
After that, we moved around a lot.
So what happens to the mom? She, like, obviously she's not with us anymore, so...
We both tried to make the best of it.
Ooh.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Me?
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it.
Well, isn't that kind
I
of
just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself.
That is kind of weird.
But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh my god, I'm getting birth. Oh god.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Yo. She died. A Story by Giant Sparrow. Shirley Dallas. Oh no. Was it like based off her family? That's... Oh shit. My first trophy. Finish all stories. It's like pictures of them when they're younger. It's cool. Dude, this... Oh, this game was gonna be way different, but it turned out great, even like the way it was. I thought it was a cool little game. Like, it's just been in my library for like years, and I saw somebody start playing it, and I was like, oh yeah, I have this game. So I was like, I want to play it, and then I just decided to play it. And then it's just like, yeah, and it's cool. It's like a cool little. It's like really sad. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be sad, but it is. Especially like when it's based off of real things. See John's name in the end credits. Gaston Gregory. Why do they have their own lights? What? I don't know. Wow. So basically you walk through Edith's story, which so basically this is confusing. So Edith goes back in 2017, discover what happened to her family, and she does, and then she writes the journal about it, which then you go find and read about, and that's what the entire game is about, is you going through Edith's story of her going back to her family and discovering what happened to them, because she never figured it out. And then she saw that they all just died along with her. And then you uncover that story. It's kind of crazy. Well, Peach Halif is... Oh my god, that little girl's holding a gun. Hopefully it's not loaded. Oh, it's a Disney World picture. Yo, that's cool. I haven't been there in a long time. I can see it. Playtesters. Dino Patty. I like that name. Trick or treat smell. What? Takeout, cereal, bleach. A loving memory, Louis Finch. The Edith Finch team, 2012-2017. The end. Wow. The replay story options now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. Replay a story. Well, that's just it. So, wow, okay, well, if you enjoyed Crates, this honestly was pretty good. I liked it. It was just like a one-off story about a family, and as it goes pretty deep, it's pretty dark, but it's still like a pretty good game. I mean, I would say go play it, but you probably just saw this and know what happens, but oh, whatever. I mean, pretty good game. So if you enjoyed, awesome. Have a great day. See ya.